By now, we all know about that 370 rupees infamous, intolerable biryani guy, and the whole nation is shaming him for all the right reasons. But I have come here to share a different perspective today. It's the classic example of what patriarchy and misogyny can do to your mindset. This is the cost you have to pay. Because one day, when the damage is so rampant and prevalent, you can't escape it. And that's what happened to this guy. His apology doesn't mean anything in this situation because it's not a mistake. What he is, he is. Shaming someone does no one any good, as I've always been saying. But in this scenario, keeping quiet means you are being passive after enduring centuries of injustice and prejudices. But do you think calling him out or shaming him will actually change his perception about a woman's dignity, about a woman's consent? Because it's very much seeped in his DNA, the misogyny, the patriarchal mindset. That's why he could say it out in a public platform so nonchalantly without even thinking that there might be repercussions. It was not happening in some tier B, tier C city or a remote village. It was happening very much in the city where the audience was, I assume, were from corporate backgrounds or someone like that, and even they were participating. In those people, for sure, might be realizing now what a blunder they made, but that time they were so desensitized that they were not even aware that they were laughing at the cost of a woman's dignity. And I don't know how that guy got carried away. It definitely also must be to that to squeeze out more cool content by the stand-up comedian, and so much of humiliation has to be now faced by his family, by his parents also. The takeaways for me here is we actually have become desensitized to jokes made at the cost of human dignity in general, because another episode from the same show has also come to the surface, and I'll talk about it in length too tomorrow in another video. And the final takeaway is it reinstates once again that we still need feminism. बिकॉज आजकल बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि यार अब तो सब ठीक हो गया है, वाई डू यू हैव टू मेक अ फेमिनिस्ट स्टोरी और ब्रिंग इन अ फेमिनिस्ट एंगल टू एवरीथिंग. दिस इज द क्लासिक केस वाई. तो जब तक ये है तब तक we'll have to speak about it. It consolidates the fact that we are not uselessly talking about feminism. The little bit of population who seems woke is only a tiny slight percentage of the entire human population that's present in social media. So when you go in the real world, in the real scenario, especially me, I have encountered people for whom these kind of jokes are very, very casual and candid. And for every little thing that pinches you, that punctures your dignity, you have to be vocal even in an individual level. Don't stop that war.